Oh my god, I was doing so good.
Rest in
Oh,
pieces.
oh, what an asshole I am.
There's a tiny amount of damage on. I don't know. Did it
Yeah.
hurt you?
It sure did. I'm red.
Okay, okay. Good pits.
Oh,
Oh, smash.
I didn't know my dad was watching me race.
Got a
He
car on the
just
front street.
started talking to me.
Was that? We've got a few people here.
A few, we got 8. Not bad.
Game Boy. And here. Oh, jeez. Am I in the line? I'm on the line. Oh, I don't have the leaderboard up.
Don't worry, you're at the top.
Do we all like have the same lap times? Are we good?
Not really.
No, there's about, well,
I'm doing fine. There.
Oh crap.
We do. Yeah, we do. We're really close.
Road
Second.
end is doing pretty good.
I can't get a clean lap. I've been green a bunch, but I just can't put it all together.
where's the line that you don't hit all the bumps?
Haven't found it yet.
I think the whole track is just bumps,
No.
so we gotta hit all of them. The more bumps you hit, the better, apparently.
That's a bump.
Suspension damage.
Oh, I fucked it up. Dang. Finally just getting the hang of it a little bit and then effed it up.
There's that one spot on that wall that spins you right into the pit entry if you're not careful.
Oh yeah. At the crest of the hill. Yeah.
I say that's how we discovered the rubber band races in Gran Turismo. Gran Turismo, you spin into the pits, it shoots you out. Oh no, if you go into the pits backwards, exit, it will turn you around and shoot you back. So you turn around, race a lap backwards, enter the pits backwards, and it would shoot you back out forward, and then you would
Just
finish the
straight
race.
to the wall.
Quick lap, but it's difficult.
So what happens when you raise a car but don't make the suspension any softer?
Like in the rain? Or like on a bumpy track?
I know that's what I just did. So I brought the front and rear end up a bunch.
That's a good point. If it was riding on bump stops, it might not anymore.
Seems to ride a little bit softer. It's not terribly soft, but maybe I have more connection to the road. I don't know.
Why did you go?
Certainly not a trophy truck now, but
There we go.
yeah, that seems to help a little bit.
I just lose traction so easily.
Yeah,
Like, it's not terrible, but all of a sudden you'll get, like, just a little bit of traction loss, and then you're done.
I want to fly in.
You better hang on.
I'm not hitting you.
Oh, wait. Alright. So let's stay here. Here we go.
Alright, let's see here. I keep losing my force feedback when I exit out of a set of courses for a second. Look at that.
So the internet says that somebody modeled GTA, some of the GTA roads in Assetto. Is that
I
anyone
saw it.
heard?
No, I
How
saw
is
it the
it?
other day. No, I mean I haven't played it, but it was like the
Oh.
whole island or something.
Really?
From which
From
game?
GTA 4 Island or something. I'm not sure.
Okay.
they do those where they do like a city driving kind of thing or whatever, but
Yeah, someone's done the city from Need for Speed Underground 2 already, but it's a paid
Yeah.
mod.
They do that with BeamNG too.
I think somebody was doing one for, what is it, Crash, what's the... Crash
Burnout?
Burnout, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Burnout City. I don't know how they... Well, I guess it doesn't matter if you have an actual track laid out or not, because you're just supposed to drive around anyway.
No,
But
not really.
I used to
One
play
of
that.
these.
They used to have a tag game in it that was kind of fun, and my favorite tactic was you come up to a corner, and you're going to turn left or right or go straight. What I do is turn left and then spin around, and basically I'm doing a 270, so it turns a left turn into a right turn.
The
And that
Zoolander
would-
turn.
Yeah, that would freak people out because they're like, "Oh, he's going left." Nope, I just spun around and went
Nope.
right. That was kind of fun. What was it? It was like It was like you had to capture the flag and carry it, and then if you crashed somebody out, you would get the flag, and then you had to try to get to your base or whatever. So
Yeah, the old Forza games had all that, and it was so fun.
Yeah,
And then they were like, no fun for you.
yeah. I heard they're ending life on the Forza games because of licensing or something.
Forza 4.
What?
What?
4? Forza 4 was the best Forza, too.
Forza Motorsport
Wait,
4 or
you
Forza
mean
Horizon 4?
You're
Or Horizon.
Motorsport.
Horizon.
Alright, they're ending Horizon 4.
Oh,
what does that mean? They're getting rid of the servers and like you can't play your game anymore, or what?
pretty much.
Yeah,
buy
you
fresh
can't
copies.
buy it anymore either. I don't know why they do that, but they do it with like every game. It's annoying.
Well, they were saying
crazy.
that the licensing is ending on the cars or whatever.
Oh, interesting.
That makes sense, but like other games do the same thing and they don't have to stop their game.
Yeah.
Well, because in the old days the game was sold in a box, and if you bought it in a box, that was it. And these
Now
days,
You only own
Not
what connects you
yours.
to the net, right?
There are pluses and minuses to that.
All right, we want to do a race?
Yeah,
sure.
well,
We're all
wait,
gonna
hold on.
crash.
He's got to change the server though.
Yeah,
Yeah. I was like
I'm
a.
gonna. I'll change the server real quick.
I'm gonna go straight for this wall. Hey, Dylan.
Wow. Oh,
You guys want to race on diss track?
some bitch.
Not
Might as
really.
well. We
Yeah.
just practiced.
Practicing for
You
on
practiced
it.
it, so let's do it. Okay.
Yeah.
Sure.
I don't mind changing
Second.
cars.
It wouldn't be a
Race.
horrible thing to switch to a smoother track at some point.
Change cars. I mean,
Yeah.
what the hell? What did we spend all this time driving for if we're just going to abandon it?
Race overtime
Get out of here before.
60 seconds and race wait time 30 seconds. And then save
We should have a
And
2-hour
go.
long race. Definitely.
and
Whoa.
Way past my bedtime.
right. Okay, there should be a new server there, and everybody take the 2017 Cup car.
What if I
I
don't?
take 27. Yeah, maybe
That's
wait,
exactly
wait,
what
wait,
I'm
can't-
saying.
Fine,
can't
Jesus,
tell
oh
us
my
what to do, we
God.
do what we want.
What if
crying
I,
out loud.
Everybody's
Do what you
looking
want.
for a leg up.
This is America. Do what you want.
except Mike isn't here. Never mind.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, we can do whatever we want.
Yeah, we can. Mike's not here. Right?
Who dat?
Mike Kirby, he lives in Canada, so it's
The
Oh.
he
Canadian
can't
guy.
do whatever he wants.
No, he can't. He definitely can't.
No.
Definitely not allowed.
All right. So we're
You
doing a
will refer
15-minute
to
deal.
me-
Oh, race time coming up all of a sudden. Okay, get in the car.
I'm gonna make
Wait.
Mike refer to me by my pronouns, and I'm gonna send the Mounties on him if he doesn't.
You know, Game Boy's Canadian too.
Oh.
Oh yeah.
Not really.
He's an honorary
Really
American.
He's,
Honorary.
he's from Jamaica. Didn't you know?
No.
No,
He's-
I'm not in the goddamn.
I'm messing.
server.
It's some island country. It's not Cuba or Jamaica. It's
No, yeah,
It's not the Maldives.
it's like that Treasure Island one.
Trinidad or something.
No, yeah.
Treasure
I think it was
Island.
What's little
Tobago.
Margaret?
Oh, dude, it was Atlantis.
Yeah, sure.
No,
There you go.
it's
He's
Atlantis.
an
Didn't that
Atlantean.
play Sunk? Something like that?
That's where Marmaduke.
I don't think he
lives.
was that old.
Uh,
What happened to our race timer?
Is it going right now? It says lap 1 of 6.
Is
It
the yellow
does.
flag? I'm so confused. Why were there no lights?
There's a yellow flag and there was
I think
no
it already
light.
started.
Air cooled
Wait.
went into pits.
Yeah.
Is that why?
Well, no,
Oh.
it,
I don't know, kind of
it
pits
put me in the
and-
wrong room. Wait, have
Right,
you guys
who's gonna
started
drive?
yet?
Did you get a blue flag? Go
I'm
ahead.
gonna go. I
Right,
think.
here goes something. Blue flag city.
Restart. Yes.
See if you get licensed.
Yes.
Yeah, do a restart.
Voted yes.
That is weird. There was a. I think it's.
Well,
Not
it
fast.
put
Not
me in,
cast.
it did
All
that.
right, let's go.
Put me in a phantom room again.
We're just gonna say fuck it.
Wait. Oh
didn't
wait.
restart?
Is everyone going?
Did everybody vote?
Yes.
Everybody went.
Y'all
I
voted,
voted-
and
I voted
whatever
yes.
dictator is in charge that said no, I disagree.
We should not let Colin be in charge ever again.
Wait, I'm not a dictator. I
Well, you set up
There
your
you
game
go.
to be have a dictator.
Cold tires.
virtual-
It's like a Russian election. It's always rigged.
I'm the one who started the vote to restart. I'm in the pits with my controls locked.
Now you're not even in
Okay.
control. You're a virtual dictator. Anymore.
Oh, yeah, that was a very slow
He's
speed.
an out of control dictator.
Is there anything more pathetic? Say yes.
All right, we're voting yes again.
Hey, but I'm in second. It's
unanimous?
pretty great.
You can try.
Oh, Game
Sorry,
Boy
I-
reached over to
I-
say.
Yeah, I did.
Well, I didn't see you change lanes because I was.
All right,
there we go.
Too, so.
Okay,
I love how there's
We gotta-
clouds of smoke.
we got a race countdown. Look at that.
Okay,
20.
I don't last
There it
second.
is.
Quick, go into pit, somebody.
Hey, my car doesn't have a horn. This is
I don't know if it has a clutch.
It doesn't have a horn.
It does. No, it
It
does have a
does.
clutch.
Dude, what do you
Does
think
it
about the
need a
new
clutch?
911 not having a serpentine belt?
The what?
I wait.
Did they get rid
Yeah.
of all accessories?
yeah,
They're
the
all
newest
like
one.
electronic, purely.
Yeah. Well, that's nice, I guess.
That's like the way
Yo.
of the future. I guess.
Whoa!
I
Okay.
somehow
Well,
lost track.
there's-
Sorry, man.
There's
I'm not sure what
aircon,
happened
there's
there.
there's power steering, there's aircon, and
But they're all
what
like
else?
driven off the battery.
Ah!
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
What's between the cars?
Hey.
What else does a normal car have off the serpentine belt? It's
The
just
starter, I think.
oh,
Gator.
starter.
No, not
No.
AC.
not
No?
the starter.
I
No, not the
forgot
AC,
that.
AC, power steering,
Water pump.
water pump, generator.
Yeah, that's right.
Well, you can drive a
Generator.
water pump like with gears internally or something easily, right?
Electric
but
motor is better.
of course,
Sorry about
externally
that.
electric motor.
Break
Duh.
down there.
Yeah, and they put the electric motor anti-lag is like the most obvious. Like, why has no one done that before?
They
Like,
have,
what do they have?
but well, it's F1. Is there a motor between the turbo cold
Why
and
am I
on
not
side?
turning?
Is that what it is?
Yes.
Why would
Yeah, it's just like F1 from a decade ago or whatever, right?
But it's like it seems like all the anti-lag where they shoot a bunch of gasoline into it is like so. It's like the
Because it kills
cave brain
turbos dead.
way. You know?
Yeah, but that
Yeah, it
was like
kills them.
It is.
80s or
Rocket
whatever.
Rocket anti-lag is cave brain, but the
But
MTU8. I'm
electric-
just glad to see like F1 tech actually make it to a road car. That's kind of cool.
Yeah,
That's
I mean,
the
I
tech
feel
that-
like it's gonna. I feel like
That
it's
is
gonna
the-
be like every sports car eventually, like that.
Yeah, I think Mercedes has been using it for a few years on something. I don't really follow Mercedes to be honest, but they've been doing like the generator motor, the starter generator. What do you call it? The internal hybrid motor, where like an electric motor replaces the flywheel
in it.
and
Yeah,
the
'cause
starter.
they
Yeah.
don't- Yeah, they don't have like the new Porsche like starts like instantly. It doesn't like crank up,
Oh.
Huh?
which is like
What?
that's pretty fucking cool.
Weird.
When they
think
start it, it
we
doesn't
would
have
do
to
that.
like turn everything.
It just goes boom.
Yeah, it just like
What?
goes.
This is a side note, but I saw an article today that Porsche is electrifying the entire lineup except for maybe like the, what's it, Cayenne, Boxster 911. I don't even know what that means, the Panamera. That leaves like 2 cars. Oh, 3. Macan, Taycan, which was already electric, and
Taycan is too quiet.
Panamera. Too quiet?
Oh.
Yeah, it makes no noise at all. It's like if you're driving a sim and just turn your engine noise to 0, that's exactly what it sounds like.
That's probably annoying.
Yeah, you can't tell what
They
your
have-
car turns.
They have
I
these
was
weird
just-
sounds they have them make though, because like the
Oh,
audio
yeah.
make like this "rrrr" sound. You know, they try to make them
Yeah.
sound mean sometimes.
The Hondas
They
are
just
terrible.
They can just do like Hyundai and feed it in through the speakers, whatever engine noise you want.
It's more for pedestrians than anything because like
Yeah.
you're minding your own business and some stupid shithead like soccer mom is doing like 40 in a parking lot.
No, dude, you're dead. There's nothing you can do. This car will be like
You're
100
right.
miles an hour in the parking lot. You're dead.
Yeah,
Even
well
if
you can't
can
hear it.
coming, you don't have
What
time
the
to
heck?
react.
I don't turn. This car don't turn.
we're talking about cars that like 0 to 60 in 2 seconds. You know, like
Yeah.
someone hits the gas instead of the brake. Like, I hope that there's a like pedestrian avoidance system installed or whatever. Because
Didn't you hear what Ford's doing? Ford basically said, "I hope you like all the big trucks that we forced you to buy because we're not doing it anymore. We're gonna make small cars again."
I saw that.
you're joking.
Free.
Really?
I mean, I think it's great. I would love to
That's
see
awesome.
some small cars.
Like, I want to see the Volkswagen XL1. That was like the coolest car.
Did you make
Yeah.
that Ford Puma?
Yeah, like, you know, the price of a Honda Fit or something with the engine from a Honda Fit or like a Fiesta. And like as expensive as a Fiesta. That would be good.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
What if Ford made a new Escort?
They did?
That'd be
Or
awesome.
are they
What if
going
they
to?
made a new Escort? Since
I
they're
would
making small cars,
fucking
apparently.
buy it, dude, because they've got that like 2.3 liter turbo motor. Yeah, like 400 horses, not out of the question at all. Like a reliable turbo 400 horse is not out of the question. It's like what the Mustang has, right?
I'm just surprised they didn't make a new SVO with that motor, right?
I know. I would have loved that.
Because nobody bought the first one.
Well, didn't stop them from making it.
The guys. Like, I wonder what the sales numbers are on the GR86 because it kind of seems like the perfect car, and like, frankly, pretty much anyone can afford that thing. It's like 30 grand. And it already has
a new car. Yes, it's cheap by new car standards.
I mean, it's like $250 a month or something. Like, if
It
you
only
have
had
job,
a decent motor.
It's a decent motor.
Yeah,
It
but
really
I hear
is
the
now.
crank,
It's like,
crank pulley bolts come flying out for no reason whatsoever.
oh my god, that's the old one.
So you
and
so you
only-
hit a telephone pole. You know,
Yeah.
come on.
Dang.
The
Yeah,
ones
well,
do
couldn't
have
they?
oil problems still.
Yeah,
They
that
sold
oiling
more-
problem is not that good.
There are people working on pans and baffles to fix it. Like, it won't be much longer.
Isn't there a
Yep.
giant company that say made that motor that should be doing that?
Yeah, no
they
shit.
probably should have tested
They
the
try
shit
to
out of that thing on
mostly-
Hoosiers
Especially
before they
since
released it.
they've been making performance cars for
Hey.
many years.
That reminds me. Yeah, every manufacturer should do better. But that reminds me. What are the BRZ or GR86 Cup cars doing for oiling? Are they dry sump?
They have baffles. One of 2 different baffle solutions from what I could find.
So it's like,
And
oh geez.
Oh, whoa.
Sorry.
Oh, we're good.
Did you guys hear that the Mitsubishi Mirage sold double their like best month last month?
No.
Sales are up like
In what-
crazy
In what country?
in the U.S. because people are sick of all the expense and like complexity of new cars, and they're like, forget it. I hate this shit so much. I'll buy a Mirage.
They're
Oh,
like,
you must really hate
hate
yourself
life.
if you do that.
I hate
Exactly.
being alive and I want to die immediately.
Dude, you know what the
Just
funny thing
economy
is?
and you have to buy a Mirage.
Well, that's
Yeah,
part of
like-
it. You know, the only guy that I know that drives a Mirage is a engineer who fixes airplanes for a living.
Weird.
He's like, yeah, I just wanted something that was cheap and like would work.
So the guys that we're trusting to fix the airplanes that we're gonna go fly around in can only afford a Mitsubishi Mirage.
Well, I don't
that
think
is-
it's that he can.
Nope.
Oh
That would
geez, oh geez, I
explain why
died.
all those wheels keep falling off the airliners over here.
You're dead.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
I don't
oh
think
my
it's.
gosh, guys.
They're all
That
on
was the
fire.
end.
Yeah, I couldn't hold it together. I was thinking about 767 on fire on takeoff in like.
No,
the
I think he
Western areas or
could
whatever.
afford
I mean, I
more.
was-
He just
I was being
chooses not to.
facetious. I was
Okay,
being
all right,
facetious.
all right,
Yeah,
all right,
yeah,
all right.
no.
Did you give it up in the last lap, Game Boy?
I
Like
actually
literally
yes.
the last corner.
Last corner.
Yeah.
Yeah. It
It
was
was my
contact.
fault. I couldn't hold it together. I hit the wall or whatever.
You sure did.
You
I was
sure
chasing
did.
you
Put
guys
your life
with all
down
I
it
fucking
in.
had.
I brought it home in pieces.
There's that one spot on the track that I always lose traction on. There's a dip and it's bumpy.
That doesn't narrow it down.
You are correct. The
Colin
entire
hit the
it's
wall.
the greatest mixture ever. The track is bumpy and there's dips, and then there's a car that loses traction on the instant.
It is the GT. What was the track we were having the bump problems with the GT4 cars?
Oh, I
It was like super. It was that one where Dean got wrecked in turn 1, like going for his move. He was like dominating, and then
Oh, was that the East European track?
it might have been.
Oh yeah, what was that one Game Boy you found it? It was Grobnik.
Gorovnik or something.
Yeah, Grobnik. It's an
Yeah.
interesting track.
Yeah, it had some tough decreasing rear corners.
Yeah, it was kind of simple, but sort of subtly
Yeah.
deadly in its own way.
Yeah, like,
Yeah, like
going
that
to
corner
decent
I
pace
ended
was easy, but
When Dean
going
ended
really
up
fast.
ended up in the pit of hell, and I ended up on the other side of the guardrail. It was like when
Yeah.
it went bad, it went really bad.
I also
So
had
did
30
wanna-
liters that whole time, which is about 3 times the amount I need.
Yeah,
You
I
guys
just
wanna
kept it 30
race-
liters too. Do you want to race same cars on a different track?
Sure.
Yeah, would you rather do...
Unless you can load the Fiero up and go somewhere.
I like
I
these
can't.
cars, but
Red Bull
they're
Ring?
alright. Oh, Red Bull Ring could be fun.
No.
yeah, this would
boo.
race good there. Or Watkins Glen, or
We got a Red
Riverside,
Bull Ring
Road
here.
America.
Road America.
would race good.
Road America.
Urca.
Yeah, let's
Okay,
hop
Road
out
America.
and do Road America. Yeah, I feel like the deals on used hot rods in California just keep getting better and better, though, because small regulations get worse and worse, and people sell their cars before they're non-compliant.
When you
So
say
if you're
hot
out of
rods,
state,
Yeah, but if
What
it's
do
a
you- what do you mean?
pre-76 car, it doesn't
Oh.
really matter. So
no, I'm saying just any modified sports cars,
yeah.
like at all, because like it seems like if you just search for like a used track car or something that's street legal, I feel like you're like, oh, that's a good deal, and they're always in California.
they have tightened down. Wait, does anyone know what's that Chevron deference or something?
Yeah,
Is that
Chevron
gonna
deference.
do- Is that gonna
basic-
like get rid of some of these stupid smog laws or what?
Not on a state level.
Oh,
It
man.
means that the departments can't necessarily make the laws themselves as easily. It has to go.
But
through,
like the EPA, where the EPA recently decided if you have a pond on your property, it's a navigable waterway and they can regulate it. That kind of stuff is going to go away.
Oh my God, that's all. This
People
is
need-
so far. It sounds like it's great news, but I'm afraid to say that out loud.
I mean, it's on the.
Yeah.
Yeah, the main
It's
thing I
not
think they said one thing that
upstairs.
it'll definitely do is it'll keep the laws from seesawing back and forth as administrations change, basically, because it's not as determined by the administration, whoever's in the whatever department.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, because that was what it came down to, is that people were basically just using these agencies as a go-between. They're like, well, we can't get an actual law passed the right way, so we'll just have this guy do it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Does
we'll
the,
just-
does the president get to appoint the head of like the EPA, the
Yes.
ATF? So it's all executive branch agencies, right?
yeah, whereas the executive branch
So
is not
who you're-
responsible
who you're-
for making laws; they're responsible for implementing them. So why are they making laws?
Yeah,
Because it's
they're
corrupted.
responsible for executive action as in enforcing the laws.
Yeah, because they cover the judicial department and all that stuff. So they should not be making laws, which is what they're effectively doing.
Executive branch tries to enforce and carry out the law. Legislative branch makes it. Judicial branch does what? Decides that.
The judicial
legislative
force
branch.
interprets.
You know what? Can I recommend you watch a couple episodes of Schoolhouse Rock? We're
Yeah,
talking
it's
about
not-
race cars.
I saw that when I was young,
Bill.
but it doesn't quite make sense to me because it seems like they all three of them do all of the things,
They all
Well,
try
now,
to do all,
yeah.
yeah.
and the King Emperor decides everything in the end.
Oh, come on now, Colin. There is certainly one branch that pretty much does nothing. So
Congress?
Yeah, that
That's
would
not
be
a
it.
branch, but
One.
well, they are the legislative branch. So
But to be fair, the judicial branch doesn't do anything because it has no fucking teeth. People are like, thanks for making a ruling. Now, could you shut the fuck up and we'll keep doing whatever we want? That's
It
basically
is
what-
true. I mean, there is no. I would have zero marketing reason to be the official dentist of the Supreme Court. That would not gain me anything.
it would be a negative, right?
Yeah, it would like hurt the business. I feel like.
you gotta go to see the.
But
No,
people
to me-
do. people do get surprised by how much leeway there is in the law as far as like judges and prosecutors and stuff like that. The shit that they can do if they really want to is pretty.
You mean when they just decide not to file charges on somebody?
Yeah, stuff like that.
Yeah, no.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah. It's
the
so
federal
nuts.
government
Or when
has
like
slowly been taking powers ever since we started this country, and now they're to a point where they can kind of do whatever they want.
Okay, I've
The
just
King Emperor.
reported you, sir, and they are on their.
See,
I get points for
They
that.
can
I get
do
social
whatever
points
they
for that. So
want.
now I can go
your
outside
credit
now.
score goes up.
Yep, you get points if you report others. It's starting to sound like a
Yeah,
dictatorship.
that's how they do it in China. They have a
Yeah.
social
Or did you
responsibility
see-
or whatever.
That's how they do it in the Imperials.
In China,
Oh.
they had these vans that are like execution vans, and outside of China,
Cool.
people thought it was a big secret. But in China, they like terrorize their own population with these things with ads on TV. Like, if you
Sounds
commit a
like
crime, this
China.
execution van is going to come for you. And
Is that like what
So
they
much
did
crap.
in Germany,
Oh.
where they had the van and they just routed the exhaust into the back of the van and they just drove
no,
around?
this is
No
a lethal
way.
injection van.
Oh.
It's not,
Well, just use the
Well,
exhaust.
that's humane. That's humane, dude.
It's way cheaper just to route the exhaust into the van.
It
So.
would be cheaper, but
Yeah, but you got to take the cats out first, so
We
then
can
it
use
won't
some
pass
of
smog.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
Look,
with
in the land
catalytic
of the
converters,
free-
it would take too long.
No,
in the
but
land
you
of the
get
free, we can make the for-profit execution ban. In fact, I might start that business.
Oh, for profit.
actually, the China's execution van does kind of work that way because they harvest organs from people.
Ah, exactly. Yeah, the wealthy Brazilian who needs a liver, boom, where are you gonna get it?
China.
From that guy.
There actually is a sort of market in organs apparently.
Oh,
So.
no, sorry, man.
There
I
is.
did
Of
feel
course,
like
there's
the-
a market in organs.
Well, I mean, like, as in, let's
Didn't
go
mean to
get
bump
one
you
from
there.
Mexico. As
Yeah.
in, somebody's carrying it around for us, and we need to release it from their flesh
Die,
bag.
but
that's
it's
holding it.
sideways.
That's what the movie The Island was about, right?
Yes,
Sort of
that movie
yeah.
was crazy back in the day.
Yeah, Scarlett Johansson was hot.
Not Scarlett Johansson,
Yeah.
Jessica Alba.
Okay, so
So
what was
No,
the
it
what
was
was
definitely Scarlett Johansson.
what was the
Yeah.
prototype car that was in the movie then?
Holy
Oh, what was it?
shit.
ME412. That was a totally unintentional pass, but it kind of looked good.
I saw you coming and I was like, oh shit.
Oh man, these cars.
Great.
It was the car in.
Wow.
Whoa! See what I'm talking about? Yeah, the car in the movie was the Chrysler ME412, I think, or was it another?
I thought it was a
no.
Cadillac. I thought
Yeah,
it
you're
was
right.
a Cadillac
Cadillac
prototype car.
something. It looked like the ME412, but it's not that.
It was a nice
An
looking car.
ME412.
I don't like
It was
the
a Cadillac mid-engine V12 quad turbo car. It
What
made
the
it-
Alright, dudes, I gotta jump. I'll catch you guys later.
See ya, man.
Yeah.
You guys
Okay,
have a good
yeah.
night.
It had an angular look like the one in the island, but I don't remember.
Yeah, it
what
was
that
very
one
squared off. What was that Cadillac that they made with the Corvette engine in it? Had a little bit of that styling in it.
XLR or something.
Yeah, XLR.
XLR.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah,
that's
that-
all. That's it.
That was
Two-door
probably
one.
what they.
I see one of those every now and then. They're pretty cool.
Super rare, apparently.
It
Yeah.
was the most expensive American-made car at the time.
What about the one that they shipped off to Italy and then got the bodywork done and then shipped it back? And,
That was a surprisingly ordinary car from what I remember.
yeah, but it was Italian, man. It was worth the money.
Who
Did
did
you
that?
see
Cadillac?
there was a
That's
oh
Cetera. Was it the Cadillac Cetera? Is that what?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
They
saw
shipped it
it.
off to Italy to have the suspension or something done, and then shipped it back. For some reason, it ended up being expensive. Who would have thought? They couldn't have
There was
figured it. They couldn't figure it out.
Alfa Romeo Viper that looked pretty sweet.
What?
Yeah, so
Like
Alfa
a
Romeo, yeah, with the Viper engine and transmission, and then like Alfa Romeo styling,
Mm.
and like a shooting brake kind of a deal.
Be
So it
totally
looked
honest,
like a. It was on Only Viper's like Instagram page recently, and it's like a shooting brake Alfa Romeo 8C on the outside. Much nicer interior trimmings, but you could still tell that it's a Viper interior, and then running gear from a Dodge Viper. It's like,
That's pretty
Yeah.
cool.
yeah, like that's pretty sweet. I forget what they call it. They had some like Alfa Romeo alphanumeric fucking name for it, but
Yeah, not that a Viper ACR or anything doesn't look awesome, but an 8C is like one of the prettiest cars ever made. Alpha does a good job.
yeah, I really like the 4C too.
You know who needs Well, in terms of looks, yeah, but in terms of like driveline,
Oh yeah, if it came with like a manual and like a slightly better deal, like just
Like,
the weird
yeah.
dual clutch and like it should have revved higher.
yeah, it's like not a sports car engine.
Yeah, it's kind of like
That
an
thing's
economy
kinda
car.
lame.
It doesn't.
Yep.
It's hard. I don't like this car. It's not my favorite.
Told you already, son. It builds character.
It'll put hair on my chest.
Pump it up.
Probably.
Rub some dirt in it.
Rub some dirt.
In my computer. I don't know.
Doesn't
That's
put you
very
in the wall,
smart.
makes you stronger.
What if it did put me on the wall?
There's only one thing I can say about the 911 is. Oh wait, there's two things I can say about the 911 is one,
It wasn't
the
a tight
greenhouse
job.
is like awesome. It was. How do you know that? You're too young. The greenhouse is awesome, and two, it'll teach you how to drive.
The one thing about the 911s, at least in this game, is that the old ones are a pain in the ass to drive, and the new ones are a pain in the ass to drive in a completely different way.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah,
that's why I put this one in and not the like RS. Or
Well, at least with the
3RS.
old ones, you only have to worry about one thing. It's going to try to oversteer at every possible opportunity, and so you just deal with that. This thing seems to want to do all sorts of different things, so. And it doesn't
changes
wanna slide.
constantly. It
Yeah.
never has
Yeah.
like, hey, this will always oversteer. I might understeer, I might oversteer for like 3 RPMs.
Yeah.
Yeah, it kind of reminds me when they try to tune oversteery cars in these games so that in order to get people to drive them, so they understeer like freaking mad until you push them way too hard and then they just flip around.
Try to be just a little bit smoother with all your inputs.
I
and
don't.
see if you have better luck.
I can't.
I don't have a
be
terrible
smooth, I'm a
problem with it. I
man.
just. I mean, I could get used to
That
these
thing
cars.
Dean posted was pretty funny about the cow.
Oh, the cow
on the
thing?
stream.
Yeah,
The what? I didn't see it.
the moo cow. You know those things that you turn and they make mooing sounds like. "Rawr,
Oh, yeah.
rawr," little
Okay.
can. You attach it to a steering wheel.
Oh,
So that-
and you want to
It-
hear it as often as possible?
No, you
Or-
want to hear smooth moo. You want to hear moo.
Oh, okay.
Not, "Rawr."
What do we do about the pedals, though?
Well, I don't know.
He didn't get that far.
Each one and put on the movie
Gotta
sheet.
take it from Top Gear or Grand Tour, whichever episode that was. Gotta wire up some interesting sounds.
That would be something that would be, yeah, we're
Yeah.
thinking about like doing goofy sort of things. If we could set this game up so we could put us in pairs and one person controls the steering.
Oh,
the other
yes.
person-
Oh, that would be
Oh,
awesome.
That would be so
It would be
fun.
entirely possible, but it would be hilarious. So
We should do that. We played
That
probably
would be
would make it
pretty tough.
almost funnier and a lot harder is that we'd have to talk over each other to communicate. So
That would be impossible with.
Wait,
with one
which
person.
teammate?
Or like teenage.
You don't know like voices for who your teammate is, so you're just like kind of
that's the
randomly
problem
steering.
too. Yeah. Brake! You told me to brake. No, I didn't. Yes, you did. You didn't.
That would be funny.
Oh,
You couldn't trail brake it. Like, there's no way that you could trail brake.
Who needs individual
like, rotate the
voices?
car.
Just have one big one with everybody.
Are we only on lap 4?
Uh,
Is that seriously
too.
what I'm doing here?
The nice thing about Road America is you got enough time to have a sip of beer.
Well, you are
true.
near Wisconsin, right?
Well, I'm saying the straightaways.
Yeah, those straights are awfully long.
Rodan gives it up.
It's the old ice grass.
I can't have a sip.
I
on
must
this
have
thing.
like skipped a timing mark or something because I just passed Rodan and I'm still 2 places behind him.
I can't have a sip of beer on the straightaway.
Oh, hey, other Collins here.
Other Colin.
The lesser Colin?
Wait, the lesser or the greater?
Oh, they both kind of suck. But
I forget, what were we calling him?
Colonizer.
Colin.
Colonizer.
colonizer, yeah.
Okay,
Is he British?
calm
Guy that-
down.
No, when he showed up
The guy
second
that
after
really-
there was already a Colin here.
The guy that really liked that country singer. Josh Bryant or something.
I got beer in my beer, and a Chevy in my truck. Dog, dog. Boots, boots, dog, boots, beer.
That is bro country. Yep.
Yeah.
Saw the meme
Did,
about pretty soon there will be a song about the country song about how the truck left the guy
yeah.
who's just autonomous.
I think most of us
That
have
was a
seen
little
that
Cybertruck.
something wrong. Yeah, I'm not trying to fuck with guys. And the worst part about it, my beer was still in that truck. Or I guess if it's the Cybertruck's more like my celery was still in that truck. It's gone.
Yeah, those Cybertrucks have been starting to show up around me.
Same.
Man, are they ugly.
They are awful.
I haven't seen one in real
cool.
life yet.
I've seen
Looks
one
like
in black. I've seen the silver one, and somebody painted one some other horrible color.
Why is there a dumpster driving down the road? Oh,
Yeah, exactly.
It looks like a cheap sci-fi vehicle from a 70s movie.
I mean, I understand function over form, but there ain't nothing practical about that form.
It's like-
So-
What?
It's just
Yeah, there
it's
is.
going to be one of the most ridiculous
well, if
cars.
you don't have any, what do they call it? If your factory doesn't have any press brakes, I guess that's a good.
If you have only sheet metal brakes, it's a good
Yeah.
car.
Yeah, just literally you can cut flat sheets of metal, then you're good.
It's like, so what are we gonna do with
Well-
this body style? You know what? Let's take these aluminum steel panels and just put them there.
That is
And call it good.
probably the idea, you know, like it was like the Halo truck or something.
It has
The
a
Halo
similar
Warthog?
general shape to the Warthog, but the
Yeah.
Warthog actually looks more like the new Hummer EV if you look
Yeah.
at the pickup style ones.
The Warthog
Yeah,
actually has a style to it. It's not just flat
It
panels.
does. Yep, it's a triangle. It does look weird in real life, but
Well, like I say, the
It's like a
Cybertruck
lot of
looks like a,
70s concept cars look like that. They were just all angles.
Yeah.
the Cybertruck looks like a low poly version of some other, like an
Yeah.
8-bit car or something, right? You know,
Yeah.
which looked cool when you had your Nintendo
Oh,
64.
stunts.
but-
The
Yeah,
main
it's
stunts have those
Nintendo
kind of
64
simple
graphics.
functions.
I hope they do whatever they're supposed to do, sell a bunch or whatever, and work just fine. But Teslas don't interest me with all their weird cameras and self-driving systems and stuff.
No.
Especially the Cybertruck. Steer by wire, brake by wire, no thanks.
No.
Over the
What
air
if it's
updates.
I don't trust that for a second. And with all the other Tesla failures, like, what if something like really important fails?
It's already
Well-
happened, just no one's died from it yet.
Not just the roof
There's a
falling
guy-
off. But what
Yeah.
if like something even more important than the roof
People
coming
have
off
had
of my
total
vehicle?
control failures while driving.
It's a rumor, but maybe it's true.
Yeah, I don't.
Well, technically, when you're driving it, you have a total control failure at all times, because you're not really in control of it anyway. So.
Think about that. Cybertruck, it does have 2 motors and 3 buses, you know, 3 computers to vote. So it's just like I mean, it's as safe as like any fly-by-wire airplane out there, in theory.
You mean like the Airbus that was trying
Yeah,
to
like
land,
those.
that was making that
I hope
approach
they
at the
can
air
put it
show,
to use-
and the computer was really sure they wanted to land, and the pilots were like, "No, we're not landing. We're doing a low flight." And the computer said, "No, you're landing," and then they flew into the trees.
Really? I need
Or
to see this.
730.
Yeah,
That
that's
was in the
a
90s.
early Airbus. Yeah, the computer took over and said, "No, it looks like you're landing, so I'm just gonna have you land," and it just literally flew straight into the trees.
Yeah.
Wow.
I
didn't
think I
hear
have seen
about
that video like a decade
Yeah,
ago.
it just kind of settles into the forest. So.
You reminded me about the possible upcoming change in military tactics using drones and sometimes even automated drones. Like, I would not trust that. And the thought that
No.
pops into my head immediately is like during the Cold War, where that Russian guy could have just hit the button, but he didn't hit the button because he had human knowledge. And a drone or automated systems don't have that. They would have launched that nuke.
Oh
Same
yeah.
thing happened on the American side too. The
Yep.
news came
Yeah.
out about it later.
And then we would all be dead. So I think
Yeah,
we should have those
sure.
controlled by intelligent.
But you know, Russia had their dead hand system the whole time, and I think they still do now. Which can autonomously, you know, start nuclear holocaust.
Oh.
Wait, you telling me they have a doomsday device? Why don't we have a doomsday device?
Yeah.
That's
We
all
need a
our
doomsday
goods.
device.
Yeah.
There's a doomsday device gap.
No, don't
Yeah.
tell
Why
anyone.
didn't you tell anybody? If you have a doomsday device, it's the whole point of the doomsday device. You have to tell me. Why wouldn't you tell anybody? You know,
Are we
good
all
for me. You're like
thinking?
surprises. I just watched
Doctor Strangelove.
Doctor Strangelove recently. So
Yeah.
that's a great movie.
It is a good movie.
Yeah.
My
So I mean,
crush.
if we're all gonna die in a fiery nuclear holocaust, we should all just buy crazy expensive cars on credit
I
right now.
agree.
Yeah.
I
Question.
fully support this decision. It's unlikely that we'll all survive much longer anyways.
Except for me.
Really
So
big
why not enjoy? Don't get a
Enjoy
Mitsubishi Mirage.
Just don't get a Mitsubishi Mirage or a Cybertruck. That's all.
Don't
I was seriously looking it up recently. I'm like, I can sell like 3 motorcycles and like one of my cars, and then like put down like 20 or 30 grand, and then can I get like a 996 GT3 with like
I
a?
thought you were gonna say Cybertruck. I was like, oh,
It's
yeah.
more. It's
Can I
more
get a
fun.
Cybertruck dual motor performance?
Yeah, it's more fun to own 2 or 3 interesting cars.
Yeah.
Oh,
And the
yeah.
reality, the economical way of doing that is to get an older 911 because they won't
Well,
lose their
it's-
value the more you drive them.
Oh, it's 20 years old already. One of the
Oh, is it 20 years?
996
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Are
996.
they holding
It
their
came
value?
out in 2004 or something. I went to
I think
like
they're right around 100 right now, right, for a 996.
All right, guys.
Yeah,
I'm out.
it's-
Yep.
We'll see you next week.
Yeah.